cut out, and I've had it in this pot for a couple years, and it's growing a top there. So I don't know when I'm gonna start working on that, but it's right there. Another little pillar with a sea hibiscus tree. Bunch of landscape plant material that we're going to be installing along the back here this week. A couple of bougainvilleas, but here's a big one, big old gnarly purple boogie with, I don't know if you can see it because the other tree is in its way, but it's hollow. I don't know how long it's going to live, but because it's an old tree, but I really like the hollow. And there it is. Here's a neat hydrangea with a really beautiful pink flower, and it really loves to draw bees. Here's a Campeche that I'm growing out, letting it run to fatten the branches near the trunk. Just about done back here. Oh, this is I was working on this yesterday, hollowing it out. In fact, I think, ooh, look at that. What's happening there? Crepe myrtle. Got some more work to do here, here. That's going to be interesting when I get that finished. Bunch of crepe myrtles. Here's some more that I collected. Here's one pushing out. There's 3 big ones down there. Keep those moist. And frangipani. Got from a neighbor who didn't want it anymore. It's really pushing out. And finally got myself another boogie that I collected in my early collections. I've cut that back and grown that back out. So that's a little tour of the back. All these big rocks, steps to the back of the pool with big rocks along the edge. And in here is an example. In this opening, I want to plant down at the bottom one of my mini green island ficus cuttings and just grow it up in that crack and have it spread along the wall. There's lots and lots to do here. This is like a clean palette. We're about ready to put bubblers and diffusers in this pond. The nitrogen level is 4 times what it should be, so we got to work on that. There's a sea grape that I collected a long time ago, and it's been sitting in this kind of cracked, broken concrete mixing tub, and I want to start to work on this guy, cut it back and wire it up. Lots of cuttings from the sea hibiscus, or from the green island ficus I'll be playing with. This was one of Eric Weigert's throwaways. He banned it from his collection, and I got lucky. Right place, right time, and I get to enjoy it for the rest of its life. Been retired to me. Some more cuttings of Green Island ficus. There's a shady lady, a little chlorotic, but we're working on that. And it's kind of a fun project. This is my podocarpus that I killed, and I've got it stuffed now, 2 channels stuffed with a couple of podocarpus whips, and all locked in place, and hoping that these little whips take off and fill up the channel over the years and make it look like it's bring it back to life. That's it. There's a shilling that I'm working on. Took out of a Pelican Plaza shopping center when it was being renovated. Took a bunch of those, a little carving. And then finally, the workshop, where my coffee I think is probably cold by now. Defoliated the what do we call this? Jabotacaba last night. Wires were starting to dig in, but it's a mess here, and Lee keeps telling me she's going to help me clean it up, but I'm kind of afraid that if we do that, I won't know where anything is. Oh, one more. Might as well, since we're making this long, go up the stairs to the little lanai area. Got some chairs, a TV set, little swimming pool. Got some, actually probably my best. Got this from the Knowltons, bought it from their collection. This is a beautiful buttonwood cascade. They had this in the show in Rochester. And I'm taking good care of it. Got it on pedestal. Got lots of good sun coming in here. And over here is another little ficus. Nerifolia. I'm on 16 minutes of this already. It's one of my favorite things here. This is a ponytail palm that the story is that it was in Miami, and Hurricane Andrew blew it against a wall, and it was left to grow all gnarly and weird, and now it looks like I think it looks like an elephant with the trunk up, and the leaves are water blowing out of the trunk. It's on in a big concrete pot, very heavy. Took 4 or 5 of us to get in there, and it's sitting on top of a boulder. Boulder's on the edge of the water. There's a little bit of carving. I didn't do the carving. I did a little of it, but not all of it. Early purchase, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job not killing that. That is a I can't remember the name of these things when I'm ad-libbing like this, but it'll come to me. This is a small leaf jade that I actually took out of a restaurant. It was in front of a restaurant in a pot, and everybody was putting cigarette butts out in it. And I asked the owner, I said, could I have a cutting? And I took a big cutting. That's it. See you later, alligator.